All right, so Zegan and I, this is take two because of microphone failures on the phone, but here we are, headed north on the Parks Highway out of Anchorage and Wasilla. Heading north, trying to find a suitable campsite for an overnighter in view of the glorious setting sun onto Denali, straight ahead. So this is Zegan's first time seeing Alaska and seeing Denali, for which his middle name is Zegan Denali. So we're pretty stoked about that. And hopefully we'll find a good camp up here among all the black spruce and 2 or 3 feet of snow. Could be kind of tricky, but here she comes. There's Foraker coming into view. Oh, look at those fine, fine mountains. Pretty unbelievable. So once we finish this stretch of the trip off, we're going to head back into Wasilla probably tomorrow morning or perhaps later tonight. And then we're going to make our way out of town, out of the state for the border crossing and on into Canada. Part one here of our epic overlanding trip from Anchorage to ultimately to Utah, with a wide array of awesome spots along the way. So stay tuned. Well, here we are on day 2, just crossed into Canada, made it through the border crossing. And after yesterday's video, we had a little incident with the driving off the road. We had to pull the winch out. And I'll tell you the story about that another time. Anyways, mostly driving on packed snow, ice roads. There have been certain stretches of dry road and more or less just asphalt, but long stretches of packed ice essentially. So here we are, about 55 and then oversized tires, about 60 miles an hour down these roads. Pretty much taking it slow around turns, but on the straightaways we can get her up speed. But that is, I think, or without a doubt, thanks to the Yokohama Geolander ITs. Best snow and ice terrain ice tires I've ever had. I also have them on my Subaru, and they grip real well. So I would highly recommend having some dedicated winter ice tires before you tackle this road. One other thing that came to mind is I wanted to mention was we also have with us a full 5-gallon barbecue propane tank with a heater on it. A little heater unit, I'll show you. And I think that's pretty crucial to whether we're going to camp in the awning and tent room, if you've got space for it to use it. But also if you end up having any kind of mechanical situations on the side of the road, that's something you're definitely going to want to have with you. Enable you to warm things up, warm your hands up, keep your body warm while you're working on the car. So anyway, last night we camped in the car here, right back there, both Zegan and I. And it was a little tight, wasn't it there, Z? But it wasn't intolerable. It was totally doable.
Yeah.
So because of the temperatures, the car temperature readout said that it was about 13 degrees down in that river. Although I had seen all the way down to -3 degrees. And right now it's about hovering at about +7 degrees. So it's really quite nice for travel weather. So I think that we're going to plan to continue to sleep in the car so long as we can, just because it's going to be such a hassle to deal with setting up that shelter awning in the middle of the night, because pretty much don't stop, pull over to camp until it's time to go to sleep. And then in order to facilitate a quick teardown to hit the road as fast as possible, we're just going to try to sleep in the car as much as we can. Now, if we get to a place where we have a lot of time on our hands and we want to spend a lot of time, we'll probably set up the awning. It'd be kind of fun to at least do it at least one time on this trip. That's kind of why I bought it. But anyway, things are going well. See ya. Woo! Little frost heaves on the highway here. What's wrong? Wow, look at those mountains over there. Awesome. You ready for some cheese and crabs and sausage?